Hi everybody, Shana Karpeles here with CA Bar Style. I hope you are all doing well. I wanted to talk about people scared to take the California bar exam. I know that due to the really low passage rates that we are seeing in California, we've always really seen low passage rates. But February 2018, I think, freaked a lot of people out to taking this exam again. And I'm getting similar calls, over the summer. A lot of people were really on the fence, and I think still are on the fence. They want to see the passage rates start rising and feel confident that if they spend money in a course and preparing, that they will actually have a chance at passing. Fear is something that I think the examiners are trying to instill in a lot of applicants. But really the key is no matter what the passage rate, which I think it is important to know that they do have strict standards, but knowing that you can prepare well and not in a cookie cutter way, but in a way that is actually going to help you plug in individual needs of improvement and have you really understand what they're looking for. Because if you are a repeat taker and you've taken the exam many, many times and you still don't understand what you're doing wrong, well, I am a tutor that helps with that, and there are other tutors that help with that as well. So you really do need to hone in on what you're doing wrong and block out the static of examiners and passage rates really trying to scare you into achieving your goal. Because I will say in almost 10 years of doing bar prep in California that people that take breaks from taking the exam always come back to take it again at some point. It typically will remain on a to-do list of things that you want to accomplish, and it doesn't just go away. So I don't buy into the fear factor. I think that if you prepare well and you find a good tutor and coach and company that's really going to have your back and give you individualized assessments so that you can really see what you are doing wrong, that you will go on to be successful with this exam. So please don't be scared. Please know that there is help and good preparation out there that can really make you stop making these mistakes and help you get clarity on that. And I would love to help you out, with that as well. So you can always call me and I'll answer questions, no matter what. People call me on just regular questions all the time, regardless if they're in my course. So that's what I want to say. Don't be scared to take the California bar exam. It's not that scary. It's law and application. You can do it. You just need the right tools. Have a good day. Tip number 2 for successfully preparing for the California bar exam is to be able to master work life and bar preparation balance from the inception of your preparation. It is really important that you know and that you are aware with everything or anything else that you have going on, whether that be work or kids or dogs or pets or workouts, anything else that you give time to that could take time away from preparing well needs to be factored into your scheduling and needs to be factored into the structure of your bar exam preparation. Or you could find yourself becoming very overwhelmed and not knowing how to navigate out of that and where to give your attention to. So it's not that the bar requires 20-hour study days, but you do need to know how to manage it all in order to prepare well for this exam. That is something that I help with a lot, as much or as little as the applicants want me to. So please keep that in mind when preparing for the exam. Tip number 3 for preparing well for the California bar exam is to have structure and scheduling. If you are just buying commercial outlines from Amazon or just following along in a corporate cookie cutter bar prep course and have a lot of law thrown at you, but you don't have structure and you don't know what you're doing every single day, and you're just going through outlines and tons of law and not getting to approach and strategy, that could really impact successful bar preparation and make you just completely overwhelmed and not knowing what to focus on. So make sure that whether it's me or another tutor you're working with or program, that there is structure, you're not rushing through subjects, and you're really spending time to make sure that you're digesting the material and knowing what the examiners want from you. Tip number 4 for properly preparing for the California bar exam is to listen to your intuition. That little voice inside of you that may be telling you that the preparation is not going well. In my almost 10 years of doing bar exam preparation and the over 1,000 mostly repeaters that I have tutored, I have heard so many stories about applicants being in bar courses or an independent study and feeling like the preparation was not clicking. That's where the stress has built, anxiety builds, and then you still go on to take the exam, and usually it doesn't go well. So I would recommend, if you ever find yourself, which hopefully you don't, but if you do find yourself preparing for the bar and it just doesn't feel right, you need to listen to that and try and find an alternative way to prepare. Maybe it's going to a course like CA Bar Style or another tutor or another preparatory means to get it done. Tip number 5 for properly preparing for the California bar exam is to take care of yourself. It is really, really important that you continue a workout regimen if you've done one, in the past, that you eat healthy, that you don't burn out, that you're not studying 15, 16, 17-hour days. If that's what you're doing and your bar course is telling you to do that, it's really not the right way to do it. Focused bar preparation is what's needed. But for purposes of this tip, what's the most important is to listen to your body and to your mind. And if you're getting into a rhythm that is burning you out and you're feeling exhausted, your mind is not taking in the information and it is leading you into unproductive study time. So it's really important that you do take care of yourself. If you have a coach or a tutor like myself, that is something that should always be taken into consideration. And if you feel a burnout effect coming on, take a break, take a day off, take half a day off, and then you can keep going once you've rested.